What's up to anyone in here? We're going to reveal the truth about Charlie Kirk in just a moment. So you're going to want to tune in for that one. You're going to want to know the truth. Flash, what's up? How are you doing? You having a good day? Nick, what up? How you feeling? We're going to reveal the truth about Charlie Kirk. I swear to freaking God, we're going to reveal the truth. YouTube Live probably means like, have a good day. Or like, jet skis are fun. Something like that. Dom, what's happening, bruh? How you doing? Glad to see you guys in here. It's sunny as fuck. My back is hot right now. Yeah, hell yeah, you're depressed. Big fan of Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry. Things happen to our heroes sometimes. And I'm a free speech guy, so as my free speech guy, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. Just like Charlie Kirk would have said. Your front's all right. No, I didn't get a haircut. I trimmed up my beard and my hair a little bit myself because it was getting a little crazy. Yeah, I just need to trim my shit up, look more professional, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look, it's a helicopter. I don't think you can see it that well. You're a Hulkamaniac. You know why I say I'm a Hulkamaniac? Because Charlie Kirk would have said he's a Hulkamaniac. I know that. I know Charlie Kirk was the ultimate Hulkamaniac. So yes, I am a Hulkamaniac. Just like American hero Hulk Hogan, R.I.P., and American hero Charlie Kirk, R.I.P., the two coolest guys ever to die. Death comes in threes, they say. Unfortunately. Something. Oh no. They banned all vapes. They didn't just get the flavored ones. That's crazy. Dr. Jeffrey Meldrum, the Bigfoot scientist, was he a Hulkamaniac though? Was he a fucking Hulkamaniac or not? Here's a cool old car. Look at this, folks. Ooh, got the white walls. Dude, Charlie Kirk would look so cool rolling in that thing. Damn. R.I.P. Yeah, I mean, they love banning stuff. Yeah, that driver is 100% a Hulkamaniac. of whenever you're streaming, walking down the street, and there's just someone vaguely in front of you. Then all of a sudden it just looks like you're following someone, but you're just walking down the street minding your own business. But now I just happen to be, dare you to ask somebody on the street if they're a Hulkamaniac? Beyond the Backcast, what up? I mean, maybe. Let's see if that happens. I could have got an easy one in at the beginning if you were here. If I would have started the stream like 2 minutes earlier, I ran into this comic I knew who was driving a car delivering weed. And she said, "What's up?" She didn't know my name, but she wanted to say hi. She asked me what my name was. Yeah, I know, it's hard. It's hard to be like, I talked with some other guys who streamed last night, and they agreed that when people realize that you're live streaming, walking around, they look at you with complete disdain. Like, they want you to freaking pass away. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. They want you to pass away because they see a man streaming. This is where I am. The Nason's Air Fleet. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in Los Angeles, California. Walking around, about to reveal the truth about Charlie Kirk. You know, once I get to where I'm going, we're definitely going to get to the bottom of all of this. I think you're right about he maybe was the last ultimate Hulkamaniac yet left. So now we have to crown a new ultimate Hulkamaniac, right? I think that's how it works. Motherfuckers are honking at each other. Yeah, he wasn't booked for a long one. I heard he got through most of it, so this crowd was happy about that. But, yeah, R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk, guys. That's why the world's still turning today in morning. Rivers, yeah. Rivers doesn't like Hulk Hogan anymore, but I think Rivers loves the idea of Hulk Hogan, but the man himself is more of a Randy Savage guy. Baron Trump, yeah, why not? I think there's probably a picture of him and Hulk Hogan hanging out together. Hulk was very good friends with Charlie Kirk, I assume, and those around him. Yeah, that's right. R.I.P. to the children. R.I.P. to the children and the staff. That's damn right. We never forget about them. Rest in peace to all those kids in those schools. All those families. They're not fucking... And some of them might be Hulkamaniacs, some of those kids. And that makes it extra sad to me. Once you add it to your calendar, we can't get into that yet. We're not to our final location where we're gonna reveal the secret. Once we get there, we're gonna tell you every single thing about the shooter, their whole body count, and that's the list of people they've had sex with, And we have dossiers on all of those people. You're gonna know everything you want to know and more. Just stay tuned. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Oh, it's a dog in a car. Look at this. Somebody put a dog in a freaking car. I think this dog knows about Charlie Kirk, and that's why it looks freaked out. Your work got broken into? What'd they steal? The fucking scissors? Yeah, I mean, I freaked out. I was like, I'm freaking out this dog. I gotta fucking chill. What's the truth? Sick Fae. Or Sick Fee. How do you say it? Sick Fee 1. Sick Fae. Sick Fees. Oh, wait, it's Sika Fee. Sika Fee. I don't really speak that language, but Sick FE1. Sick FE1. So the truth is going to be revealed when I get to the location I am traveling to right now. I think we're getting close to halfway there. But I'm going to meet up with a coalition of mine who've been doing a lot of intensive research. And we're going to have the body count, full body count on the shooter. Full body count. But I can't reveal anything yet. Yeah, it's straight up, I don't know. A coalition is the easiest way to describe it, I think. It would be more complicated to call it anything other than a coalition. Yeah, that's a straight up crackhead robbery. A straight up just motherfucking crackhead robbery. Look, there's glitter all over the ground. So yeah, just stick around for a second. It's gonna be worth it. Because we got some stuff that is not, hasn't come out yet. I'll just say that. We have stuff that hasn't come out yet. Yeah. It looked like glitter. It didn't really look like glitter. It looked like a bunch of very small sequins. Ooh. I bet this is a similar type. You know, Charlie Kirk shooter, I heard. He was living in a similar type of living situation as far as sleeping, like this in Alaska. This on top of a downturned box spring or mattress, part of a refrigerator, and the shooter was sleeping under the refrigerator to keep warm in Alaska while they were training to do what they ended up doing. I mean, they've already blamed some random dude, and then it's being left behind. Such a sad time for his family. Yeah, I do. I feel bad for his kids, not his wife. I'm just kidding. His wife she's gonna marry rich. You know, she's gonna marry a rich guy. She'll be fine. Those kids, though, they can't get another father. Charlie Kirk would have dumped her anyways, you know? That's why I just feel bad for the kids. They reasonably supposed to suspect it's an inside job. I mean, everything's an inside job. It just depends on who's inside, you know? That's what I'm saying. Are you on the inside or the outside? Because some people, it's a job. It's not even an inside job. It's just a straight job. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, hopefully the kids can, you know, Charlie was a good free speech guy, so you need to find a guy who can teach him how to talk real good like Dad did. Now Charlie Kirk used to like to take his kids to the range, I think. So now he won't be able to take them to the old shooting range, you know, that's sad. There's a lot of other things that are sad about it, but those are a couple of them. So many young people spreading hate. So many young people spreading that hate. My nose is dirtying my mustache. Damn it. Are you serious? The sun's in my eyes right now real hard. I can't really see. So I'm sorry if my nose is dirtying my mustache, guys. Ooh, someone's jamming. What did I lie about? Tell me one thing I said wrong. Tell me one thing I said wrong. Tell me one thing I said wrong. I'll debate you. I'll sit down and fucking debate you. I said everything okay. Prove me wrong, dude. I got a table set up. What did I say that was a lie? Nothing. Nothing. All I'm saying is that if you keep this is often how, you see this prime truck, this is how they move around a lot of people. All the time, secretly. Look how many people you could fit in that truck, right? I'm not saying this is one of the setup trucks, but imagine if you're just a guy delivering packages. There's no reason for you to, not stop anywhere. You could stop anywhere. Everyone's got a package to deliver. What if instead you were dropping off a freaking sniper? You're dropping off a sniper dressed as an Amazon guy. Maybe give him a fake package big enough to hold a rifle. I don't know. Maybe. You'll find out when we get to the location. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta read all this stuff. The sun's in my eyes for some of this, so. He didn't take his 2 kids. Why not? He was a Hulkamaniac. We've already established he is a Hulkamaniac, so don't try to say that's wrong. My farts don't stink. I eat lots of vegetables. My best stream in a while? Yeah, I mean, when you get the info that I got, you're gonna have a great stream, because everyone's gonna check in. I mean, yeah, the sun's in my eyes. This would be a terrible time for somebody to come up on me from, let's say, bam. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4-story window that you could easily shoot 200 yards from there. Easily. 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 The sun is a different color than it used to be when I was younger. That is true also. That is absolutely true. Where's the proof that he didn't? The hell do you mean? You don't have proof that he didn't. So why are you gonna call me a liar? Well, we're gonna break down the age, gender, sexuality. We're gonna break down their biological and identifying genders and the ones they identify with in bed. You know what I'm saying? We got the full body count list, and that is a list of every person the shooter has had a sexual relationship with, on top of all the information we have about the time they spent in Alaska sleeping on an upside down mattress with a fridge turned over it as a way to make themselves stronger to survive when they have to go on the run so they can live in any condition. Charlie Kirk I don't know what involvement he may have had with it, if any. And I don't want to spread false information, so I cannot confirm that. But I'm not opposed to the idea. Yeah, you're right. The sun used to be yellow and orange, and now it's white for some reason. The Jews did it. Look right here. Look what we got here on the street. There used to be a baby in here. Or maybe a dog. It looks pretty pissed in, I'm gonna be honest. Looks like that's probably piss and shit in there. Charlie Kirk wouldn't like that. Charlie Kirk would not like that one bit. I mean, there's a possible getaway vehicle right there, yeah, for sure. You could drive fast as fuck. This whole place is where cars get dumped off after shootings and gang violence and, you know, assassination attempts and all that. So that's why I just wanted to come over here and show you this too. This is what it looks like. This is where you drop off all the cars that have allegedly been involved. Yeah, if I can go find a doll, I'll try. New quest of the stream, side quest, besides reveal the truth about Charlie Kirk, is find a doll with one eye and bring it back to this location. That's a good idea. No, it's not the Kanye spot. I was thinking about that earlier today, actually. Maybe it'd be fun to go over there. I would have to spend the rest of the stream going over that direction probably, and then probably nothing's happening because Kanye may have a vigil for Charlie Kirk, right? You got to think it's a possibility that Kanye West will throw a concert for Charlie Kirk, and hopefully they live stream it, you know? John 3:16 said, Kanye, make another album and say all your truths about Charlie Kirk. Uh-oh. I may be coming up on this person isn't the shooter, but they look similar to the shooter. Did you see that? Been him. I think it was. He had the wrong hair. Yes, Kanye needs to get back in the news, and this is his chance. This guy's walking suspiciously. Are you guys here to get the truth about Charlie Kirk revealed? Because it's going down soon. Yeah, he's walking in a clandestine way. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yeah, Charlie Kirk did. There is video evidence of him saying he's a Hulkamaniac. It has been brought to my attention. I'm not trying to make money. Charlie Kirk was a great man, and if someone wanted to donate to me because of that, that's not my fault. I'm going to meet up with my coalition of Charlie Kirk information associates, and we are going to break down some stuff that you may have never heard before. Wow, this stuff's noisy. See, when you're going to meet with your coalition, you got to go to places that have industrial ACs because you're at like laboratories and stuff, you know? And that's where I'm going, over to the laboratory. Big Racer, what up? Chase Winners, what up? Glad to see you in the chat, bruh. If you want to talk about a clandestine meeting point, here's one. Oh, just a little back alley, just some pile of rocks right here. But then what's this? Oh, the perfect little loading dock to pull up with a gigantic drug deal from the Mexican cartel. Captain Richard Skin. We got some good stuff. We got the full body count. What we believe to be the full body count. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Will the Hispanic white supremacist Nick Sanchez? Maybe. I don't know if there's a torch to be picked up anymore, but someone will do something, in my opinion. I can promise you that. Haha, Sarah, thanks for the $2. I'm glad to be making money now. Before I was accused of making money and I hadn't even made any money, so joke's on them. I'm not walking around the streets. I'm at a place, clearly. Here, look. Oh, really? You think I'm just on the streets? I'm going to the laboratory. Did you see that? It says science building. Can you read? When's the last time you were in a science building? Probably never. I mean, it has been good to see the streets because we did find some stuff that was reminiscent of what I know to be the shooter's living space in Alaska. He was sleeping in an upside down mattress on top of it with a fridge with the door ripped off that he would put on top over him for warmth. And I saw one exactly like that on the way here. And yeah, we do believe, and anyone else in the chat confirm this? Is there a picture of Charlie Kirk and Hulk Hogan? Because I think someone said he's a Hulkamaniac, and I agree, but we want to find actual proof of that. I'll let it crust. Whoa, here's some really pretty flowers. Oh man, I'm glad you decided not to fuck around today. That's good. You gotta wake up and hustle. Charlie Kirk used to say that. I guess I'll say it now. You gotta wake up and hustle. How you doing voice chatting on YouTube, dog? Come on. Let the video pause to do a voice chat? I mean, unless you're disabled, then that's cool. But yeah, remember the lavender? That one lady gave me lavender one time, and that's where it was from. Because we're at the science building. My political stance is no one's here to help you. Whoever you think is here to help you isn't. And you should operate as if that is happening at all times. And I think that's the most rational one to take. You see all of it? No, you say all of it, man. What are you talking about? What are you freaking... Paulo, what's up, dog? Healthy food. Dude, I ate some Indian food last night. It was really healthy. I had vegetable korma. I had like garbanzo beans and peas and carrots and potato and cauliflower, I think, and some other stuff. And this cashew sauce. It's amazing, dude. You watched it up close? What, the stream? Is that why you're... Or the Charlie Kirk shooting? Because you don't want to get too close to your phone when you're watching something like that. Oh no, I don't apply to any of those philosophies, Ghost. Those philosophies are a mental prison meant to stop you from free thinking. And Charlie Kirk said that, I believe, as a direct quote. Thank you, Chase. I love you too. Yeah, Theo Vaughn. Shout out to Theo Vaughn. I know he's going through it today. That was his boy. That was his fucking brother, dude. I feel bad for Theo Vaughn. I didn't even think about that till right now. Damn. That's right, it's just a big Una party. Big Una party, that's for damn sure. Jesus Christ, yeah. My friend Pete loves to pray for me. I just let him do it instead of me doing it myself because he's way better at it. Charlie Kirk's murder. Extremely brutal, shot through the neck, absolutely horrible neck shot. And then he fell over. That's how I would just describe it. How I feel about it is, woof, a man got shot, what can you say? I think when a man gets shot, you're gonna feel how you're going to feel exactly the same when any other man gets shot, you know, and that's a very personal thing. Because if you're in the military, you don't like to talk about that. And I wasn't, but I know a lot of people that are. And I don't think they like to look at things in terms of gunshots. Think about them like that, you know? You know? So how I feel, oof. Since I've been so involved with the coalition to get information about Charlie Kirk, I'm trying to remain neutral because I don't want to be affected in any way, shape, or form by public influence when putting together this sort of thing, you know? That would be ridiculous to let happen. So, in the kind of field I'm in, all you can do is look at the facts. You can't form any sort of opinion until you've met with really everyone you can meet with. And that's the problem today. People love to jump to a conclusion because it feels good. You want to have an answer. You want it to just be over with and know how to operate with your life and the way forward. But it's not like that. Information doesn't work like that. It constantly moves and changes depending on what new things can possibly come up. But people don't want to accept that. They just want everything to be black and white. sorry, a bunch of stuff got said since I was going on a little tangent. Sorry. Apparently his daughter came up to him. Yeah, very sad, very sad. She's gonna unfortunately remember this day the rest of her life. What the heck is this? You're just allowed to put this in public now? I mean, yeah, you bring up a good point. No one wants to get shot in the neck. I think everyone would basically agree with you there, big man. If anyone asked, hey, you want to get shot in the neck with a sniper rifle? I bet most people would say no. Probably a few weirdos out there, but... Well, here's the thing, like I said, you guys are forming opinions based off with the lies that have been fed. I don't even think they're all lies, but you've been fed a narrative already, and you're buying into it. Don't buy into it. I can't have COVID, dude. My friend, my homie, you remember when I was by the science building earlier? My homie hooked me up with the antibody shot. You know, the antibodies that some people have? You can, very experimental, 100% works. You can get the COVID antibody shot into you so that you can never get COVID, allegedly. But we don't talk about that. I'm not really supposed to talk about that, especially on YouTube. Yeah. It's not good to get shot. Whoa. Whoa. And this isn't, if you're a bot trying to be inflammatory in here, please go away, bots. Because we know you're all out to make a big distraction. But the thing is, you're stupid to make a distraction, because when you find out the full-on body count, the full-on location and position of said body count, you're gonna realize a lot, and the genders of the body counts too, and the ages, I should say. You will think a lot differently. Let's just say everyone's gonna be thinking a lot differently than they're thinking now. Mustafa, okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Whoa. You sell your whole? Damn. I mean, I'm trying to think, whoa, what the fuck? Somebody just hit this trash can. One of these cars just drove by and hit that trash can. It was the red one up there. You see that red car? Here's the thing I think some people are forgetting in all the conspiracy talk. And this may reveal too much already too soon, and maybe I shouldn't say it, but when you spend your career making inflammatory statements, and then you continue to build your career off kind of rage baiting, things can go wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. You can make enemies in ways you don't think you can make them. I'll just say that. And take from that what you will. But when I finally get to the spot, the information's going to be exchanged thoroughly. What did I justify anything? I'm here to reveal the facts and not take a position. Charlie Kirk unabashedly was a rage baiter, and he may have baited the wrong rage, is kind of what we're being led to believe. R.I.P. our man. R.I.P. Hulkamaniacs. It is nice that they're in heaven together. Hulk Hogan and Charlie Kirk, I mean. Oh, he sold his pussy hole. What's that mean? Pussy hole. I didn't say those are the consequences. When did I say that? I just said, if you start doing a thing that makes people mad, you might make a crazy person mad. You might make a sane person mad. The thing is, when you're messing with people's minds in a rage format, things can go wrong. Charlie Kirk didn't like energy drinks. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Charlie Kirk drank those motherfucking things all the time. He might have said that, but he didn't. He liked energy drinks. No, he loved energy drinks. Don't believe that. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Charlie Kirk loved energy drinks. How do you think he got so hyped up to do these debates? It wasn't off no damn water. I'm allergic. I'm not allergic. You're allergic. Oh wait, I'm gonna go down here. How am I a lunatic? I'm just saying a thing that's factual. It's not my fault you're choosing to react emotionally to a thing of saying, you know, sometimes if you're at a bar saying some stuff to piss someone off, you might get punched in the face. If you go on TV saying stuff that you know might piss a trained agent sent by the government because you said the wrong thing, let's be honest. I've made $2 off this, so if you'd like to send me some money, you can please do that. But I have never asked for money one time. So I'm just saying, when you know you're dealing with a trained agency, you can't just say whatever you want. Todd, thank you. I have a job. I come on the weekends, I come and go around and collect these Lime bikes and take them back to the Lime headquarters and they recharge them. That's my job. I make good money doing it. So I'd like to see you make fun of that. My job collecting Lime bikes and recharging them. Somebody made a big old mess over here. Oh my goodness. There's pieces of paper on the ground. Thank you, Nick. No one needs to give me money. I'm just here out to provide information and the truth that people might not be considering. Because sometimes you're talking trash to a guy in a bar and he punches you. Sometimes you're talking trash to a guy in a bar and that guy is part of a trained agency with hitmen. So it's not who you are, it's who you're friends with. What did I say that was ugly to him? I just said that he's a Hulkamaniac and that he's in heaven with Hulk Hogan, and that someone didn't like what he said someone involved with a government agency. Anyone who's taking any sort of emotional bias for me saying those things, that's on you. I'm just saying straight up facts. Oh, thanks for the $2. I'm gonna go buy a drink right now since I made $4. I just came up on a drink, guys. Oh, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Hey, job. That's a lot of people have wrongly bought that story, the inside job storyline. That is an incorrect take on that. I understand why. It's a classic, you want to believe it's a government false flag, but this one is actually not. There's way less of a psyop involved than people think. The fallout is the fallout, you know? They were never going to be able to control that fully. That's maybe true. Man, I should just cross at the actual crosswalk. This is stupid. Charlie Kirk liked jaywalking because he didn't like the government laying down stripes telling you where you're allowed to go. But for the safety of myself, considering what's gone on in the past couple of days, we can't have any more loss of life, so I'm gonna cross at the crosswalk. The gun maker's fault, they made too good of a gun, or that you think it accidentally went off? Because it could have accidentally gone off. I mean, that's an uncontrollable variable that even the coalition can't fully get involved with solving. Because if that happened, how would we know? So thank you. I've made $8.99 spreading the truth about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, that is true. Both of those things are true. That's no accident. Yeah, we're rolling with it. For now, we're rolling with it. It was just an accident. The sniper was there, but he didn't mean to pull the trigger. That was an accident. Forgot the safety wasn't on. I didn't say it was the feds. I said it was someone who was working with an agency, and it's not the agencies that you typically. That's the thing. All the things you guys typically want to fall into with these conspiracies of the FBI and the CIA and false flags and inside jobs. Those do not apply here. It smells like weed. How are you?
Good, long time.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Good, thanks, bud. How about yourself?
Everything right? 6.
You got it.
Thank you.
You take care.
Sorry. Mind games on top of mind games. God damn it. God fucking damn it, bro. I just got water all over my fucking shirt. I look like such an idiot when I show up to this fucking meeting. God damn. That sucks. That sucks. I look like an idiot now. Fuck. Yeah. Try 5 letters, minimum. 5 letters minimum. You're thinking of the wrong things, brother. No, I look like I don't know how to drink water. I'm sorry, Ashley. I'm freaking worked up today. I don't normally do that. Yeah, I'm not going to trip. We're not going to trip on stream. That would be foolish. The international regulatory body of the United States Bureau. Just think of that. Just think about that. It smells fucking crazy over here. It smells fucking insane over here. It smells like swine. It doesn't just smell like shit. It smells like sulfur. Like it smells like chemical shit, not just shit, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. I walked by here earlier and it didn't smell like this at all. I guess I didn't walk by here earlier, actually, now that I think about it. Don't answer the door. Never answer the door. Call your go knock on your neighbor's door, though. They're nice. Offer them a cup of coffee or sugar or something. Yeah. I mean, they've been using AI videos for a while for stuff. Hey, man. We're not talking about East LA. This is East Hollywood, baby. We got the smelliest smells this side of the border. Thank you. I am. You know what? I've kind of walked away. I'm kind of out of the smell. Oh, man. R.I.P. Hulkster. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. They were both saved, though, so they're in heaven with the big man and the angels. A paper mill? No, I've always heard about a paper mill smelling really bad. Charlie Kirk's shooter may have worked at a mill. I'm not at liberty to say which mill yet, which type, but let's just say you learn a lot about how a barrel might work at this mill. I cannot release Charlie Kirk. Yeah, he's with Hulkster and they're watching the stream for sure. This is what I'm looking at right now. This is what I'm looking at. Plants, baby. Look at that. It looks like a bird's head. Am I wrong? It looks like a crane's head, kinda. Oh no, emergency situation. Pray for him. Pray for him, pray for him, pray for him. Is that what this is called? Very pretty. Very pretty plant. I get why they call it that. This guy's doing something sketchy. Got the look of a guy doing something sketchy. But you know, that's why all this had to happen. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I do like that there's plant fans. You gotta be a fan of the plants. I mean, we were by that one earlier. Maybe I can go back and they can tell me what kind of succulent that was. You gotta like plants. I think even Charlie Kirk enjoyed a plant or two. Hulk Hogan loved plants. Plants are the real Hulkamaniacs. I forgot my other phone, or we could do trivia. Where's Rivers? I sent Rivers a text earlier and he never responded, like a bad friend. What's going on, Overflow? What's going on with you, bro? I'm just chilling. I'm on my way. Here's what's going on. I'm on my way to meet up with the coalition of people I know who've been collecting information about the Charlie Kirk incident. I have spilled water on my shirt, so I look like a fool, and I'm embarrassed to go to the coalition. So I might walk around for a second till my shirt dries, but I might not. What does chat think? Should I just go to the coalition looking like this, or should I wait for it to dry? What do you guys think? Wait to dry. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't want to show up looking like an idiot. It's not a weird stain. It's just water. And it's not I think it won't even stain, probably. It'll probably just dry. The question is this group of people, which I think is best described as a coalition. Earlier, someone was asking me to qualify what the group was, and I came up with the term coalition, right? And we're a group of people who've come together to find out more information on what we have almost 95% identified as the suspect and their full body count. And the body count is both who they've targeted before and a list of everyone they've ever had sex with. We have both body counts in our dossier waiting to come out. What's happening over here? These guys are pointing. Clandestine pointing. No, because my nipple's right there. Looks like I've been lactating crazy squirts all over my shirt. He's in heaven with Jesus Christ. He's also a Twisted Jedi. He's in heaven with Hulk Hogan. Think about that one. Think about Hulk Hogan and Charlie Kirk kicking back, having one of Hulk Hogan's beers up in heaven, dude. With Jesus Christ, dude, that's inspiring to think about. That one day, if you're a good enough man and you get right with God and your soul, you could go to heaven with Hulk Hogan and Charlie Kirk. And the rest of your family, probably. And Charlie Kirk was a Hulkamaniac, despite what some people in this chat have said. No, there's dogs in heaven. only the ones that were taken to church. You have to take a dog to church if you want it to go to heaven. Hell doing lots with Ozzy Osbourne. What would Ozzy go to hell for? I thought he got right with God and Jesus and the Bible. He's just some guy. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't say anything about that. No, if that's the thing. When you get to heaven, you get a celebratory beer, and they're like, look, this is your last one. You're allowed to have whatever brand you want. And you know Hulk Hogan walked up with a 6-pack of his own stuff, or at least made one appear out of thin air, you know. So you actually are wrong about that, Joseph F. You don't believe in the one free drink rule when you get to heaven. Have you ever read the Bible? Have you ever read the Bible? No, I don't think I could climb onto most of these trees. They have the low branches trimmed because they know guys like me might come and climb on them. You get in God's word, man, every day. I don't know. That's what I heard from a very trusted source, that there is a one drink if you want it. They don't make you have it, but you might want it, you know. Oh, got a rough customer. That's what happens when the CIA forgets to deprogram you, or doesn't on purpose, because you wronged the CIA. So now they're going to let their mind-controlled drugs just run their work through your whole body. Or he's just some guy, I don't know. That guy's literally walking down the street singing Christian rock music. What a coincidence. I don't want to read your last chat, just copy paste it. I can't scroll up that much. Mind control drugs, yes. You've never heard of mind control drugs? They're drugs they give you, and then they can hypnotize you into believing whatever they want you to believe is real. And then when they don't undo it, they give you the cure, bad things can happen. Gang stalkers. I've been stalked. One day I was getting followed by white cars everywhere, dude. Everywhere I went, there was a white car following me, bro. It was crazy. But I don't think that's happening today. So far, I haven't noticed it. You met him at a Charlie Kirk lecture? Damn. You're not supposed to be talking during the lecture. How'd you meet? Everyone's supposed to be quiet, I thought. Were you a guest speaker? I don't know. I think I might have gotten rid of my gang stalkers. I scared them away by learning too much. I ended up scaring them off, if you can believe that. I reverse gang stalked them. Somebody set the side of this building on fire, it looks like. Who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing? Fuck Charlie Kirk. Was that your previous message? Well, look, like I said, I've never taken a stand on either side here. Like I said, I'm completely unbiased when I'm gathering information on something like this. So, all you guys can take your stands. I'm not going to, because I'm about the truth. I'm not about a story. I'm not about a whatever. Damn, imagine if you lived in this apartment complex, then you had to look at the back of this ugly man every day. Dude, we should buy this place and turn it into the new Charlie Kirk Memorial Museum. Of course it's not a random. Don't forget, you can be in the system and cross the wrong guy. People think they're untouchable when they're in the system. The truth is out there. When you're in the, that's one of the things that you get the most fucked up. People get so into the system and they're still new in it, they think it's not gonna happen to them. They think it's not gonna happen to them. Identifies as a cat. Well, the code name of the person is in the cat family, so you may be onto something there that you don't even realize. Living free. That was a guy dressed in all black with a face covering. I don't know if he was a clandestine or a tweaker. Hey, my friend Sandra, what up? Way to hell. Can you guys do that? Someone's jamming. I forgot my stickers. They haven't found the rifle. They have not found the rifle. That's one of the easiest things to discover from my coalition, aka team. Wow. I don't know, he could have warrants, or he could have a bad acne breakout. Maybe he has COVID. There's probably reasons. They were a good marksman, you know. I still think, you know, someone earlier threw out the idea that it could have been an accident. The guy didn't mean to. What the fuck was that? Yeah, you read they recovered it. You read that. That doesn't mean it happened. And that's the thing we're trying to get to the bottom of here. One of the things, at least. I need to quit walking in the sun. This shit sucks. What do you think happened in this corner? It's a kind of cool arch over me. Should I just get on the bus for no reason? No, I can't. I'm leaving with the coalition. Jeff, I think you may be onto something. There's some cigarette butts too. Yeah, this is beautiful Los Angeles, home of the chicken bone. Coolation. This is where there used to be a cafe here. Oh, cool. Oh, someone said to find a doll earlier. Oh, fuck. Should I take this? Should I take this and go put it in the baby crib as original? Where was that baby crib at? Fuck. I'm trying to think. Oh, only a one-eyed doll. Well, I know I just had I made the side quest for myself, and I guess that is a one-eyed, not a one-eyed doll, as previously maintained that we wanted. Smells good right here. Yeah, that's true. I gotta find it. 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 One-eyed, one monster. Newsom doesn't have this kind of authority. If you think Newsom has an authority, you're tripping. Or you mean about Charlie Kirk or the piss smell on the street? Because there's some the mayor. I blame the mayor, dude. I blame the fucking mayor, bro. The areas that they want to be nice are nice, and the areas they don't want to be nice aren't nice. So figure that out. Figure that out, guys. Figure out why they can make it happen in the areas they want it to, and why they don't make it happen in the areas they don't. Figure that one out. You're still crying? That's sad. Yeah, Utah. We all know that the government in Utah does have a hand in this in some way. You can't just go to Utah and do anything you want without anyone knowing. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Yeah. Exactly. It's not non-existent management. It's management that's doing exactly what it wants to do, unfortunately, which is make certain places shitty and make places where a lot of people who with money, like Gavin Newsom and the mayor, live nice. And if you don't think that's by plan, you're absolutely crazy. What's LA like? I like it still. It's kind of weird. This is new. If you're in the weird condos that are colored on the outside with paint that's pink and green. And that's what people think, John. That's the story a lot of people are going with. And it's like I said earlier, people want to have a solution. They want to be able to look at a situation like this and have an answer as soon as they can. But this is not a case. That is not the case here. That is not the case here, unfortunately. No, it's not La Brea. I'm in East Hollywood. That dick in me. Damn. Terry, what up? You need a laptop? Yeah, you gotta get a laptop, bro. Yeah, I'm walking to the coalition. You know, and it's a little far, but... Yeah, I mean, no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the dossier on the people involved, including the 95% sure suspect and his entire body count. We're talking gender, we're talking nationality, we're talking sexuality, we're talking age, hometown, we're talking... We have a list of everyone they've ever had sex with. A list, and their nationalities, and their names, and their everything. So you're gonna find out more than you want to know. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't want to know all that. My life's gonna be different in a negative way now. Damn, this smells good. Don't breed. I already have many children. I have 8 children. Damn, this guy's posted up on top of the old phone booth, doing something sketchy. What's he doing up there, folks? Yeah, we all know the Epstein list is a million miles long and has everyone on it. We know that. Thank you, Iceberg. Yeah, 8 kids. 8 kids, and I'm raising them all right. Taking them to the shooting range as often as I can. They're gonna be a good shot one day, my kids. I don't want them to be elite snipers necessarily. I don't want to put that pressure on them, but I do want them to at least be able to hit someone at 200 yards at least, you know? Oh wait, here's the baby thing. I think I took a wrong turn. Damn it, now I need to find the one-eyed doll. I'm gonna go back this way. Yeah, it's just a skill. My kids will learn, all 8 of them. Bill Gates and Foshi. I thought you said Gucci Mane for a second. I was like, what? No. No. No, there's no point in talking about that anymore because that's been over with for a while. What song is that? Some T-Pain song. Thank you. That's what I tell my kids constantly. My kids are 17, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, 9. We had them all real quick. Yeah, of course, all the fashion designers are on it. That's how all those guys get all the cool clothes, by inviting them to Underage Girl Island. No, we have the religion. We have the religion in the dossier for Charlie. Clandestine chair right here. This was used for some crime and then dumped off. Yeah, of course I'll be able to get there. Jamie, I don't know what you're talking about. No one in here is doing that as far as I can tell. No one who's staying in here for any significant amount of time. It's important to not lump groups of people in with one another at a time like this. That's part of the pandemic they're trying to play on people right now. I have no opinion. I'm indifferent to all this until I logically have interacted with all the information I need to interact with in order to make a decision about such things. So right now I have to remain impartial to who he is, because that might, if you're partial or unpartial, it makes a big difference in your investigation. It makes a huge difference. Scamdemic, that's a good one too. You can't have, that's the thing. People go into these things with opinions and they always want to think, well, the guy I trust doesn't do that. No, of course he did it. Because you have to go in with the full idea that you're willing to reject anything you believe. And some people can't do that because they hold their beliefs too hard to their chest and their heart. And they can't properly decipher a situation. I wonder who left that there. $19.98. I remember when they cut off and you could only get digital. What type of plan is this? I don't want to go back to the 90s. Video games are better now. You got to admit, video games are better now. What about the games, bro? Are you even gaming? I went back to the 90s. Wait, do you want to go back to the 90s as a kid or as an adult? Because there's a big difference, I feel like. Gene therapy. Yeah, but I'm saying, are you going to go back as a kid or go back as an adult? Because there's a big difference how you would play out the 90s. Speaking of dog whistles, there's the dog. Yeah, we don't use terminology that's used on news media. Anything that's a term that they say on the news, we refuse to say. Coalition. The coalition needs me. The mass manipulation is just done by itself now. They don't even need anyone else. They don't even need the media's help hardly. People just do it themselves. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. They've got them so well trained. Except for me and my coalition. Don't do that. Do not do that to anyone's mind in my chat, please. Please do not do that. Antifa is another term you learned on news media, meant to fool you. If you believe Antifa's real, you're just as big as a pawn in the game as the rest of them. Remember how you say fall for news media stuff? Just fell for another one. Damn. Imagine Charlie Kirk rolling in this bad boy, hanging out the window, being like, hell yeah, R.I.P. Washington Post in the 80s. See, I told you, news media. News media. Do you think you can really trust Wikipedia? Do you know who controls that? I bet you don't even know who controls that. We're talking a 5-letter agency that controls Wikipedia. 5-letter government agency. Let's take a wild guess on which one that is. Pavlov's bell, another term that is fake. It's people can just make up these terms and say they mean anything and call them a law, and all of a sudden people are just agreeing and disagreeing. Meanwhile, it's a fake thing. The whole thing's fucking fake. The whole thing's fucking fake. It's not about the left and the right. It's not about the left and the right. You guys don't even get it still. Okay, and this is what I wanted to show you again. When the alleged shooter, 95% sure, went to Alaska to train to become a survivor in all sorts of terrain, temperatures, and zones. They were sleeping exactly like this. Upside down mattress, the shell of a refrigerator on top of it. This is how they were sleeping in Alaska. So this is the kind of person you're dealing with. Somebody who spent a year in the winter in Alaska, in the cruelest and most unforgiving parts of Alaska, sleeping on a mattress under a refrigerator. So that's the kind of person you're dealing with. You think he's easily going to be caught? No, he's used to the most extremes of the extreme. Nothing's going to stop this guy. So if you think you're getting an easy catch, no. No. We have the full body count ready to come out here. See, you guys are just making up fake stuff again. They want you to argue over these fake terms all day. They give you these debate tools, and you think you're learning, and you think you're thriving, and you think you're doing something good. Turns out, you used all your debate skills wasting your own freaking time. Talking about bills and dogs, and just the first thing someone saw in their house when they were trying to think up a name for something, looked over and like, oh, there's my bell collection. Oh, there's my dog or cat or whatever you're talking about. The cyber division of the Army is working overtime. That's one thing you are absolutely correct about. This cyber unit in the Army doesn't even have to work. Their people are willing to work for free. That's how enslaved they got some of these people. I didn't pay for an education. I dropped out of high school. What are you talking about? I'm live streaming. That's right, I am live streaming. The only thing I can promise is real is this live stream. Bye, James. See, that's how much this is real. I can dis-interact with what you want. If I was AI, I would have to agree to anything you said. It is Thursday night, September 11th. I am ChatGPT. I mean, I'm not ChatGPT. I'm definitely not. AI chatbots love to fucking... No, this is... I'm not a VTuber. Is that what they're called? The people who have the software that makes them into an anime character and they live stream. VTuber. One day I'll become one of those, I guess. I mean, ChatGPT already basically has the same job for the people that just talk to it like it's a human being. This is just analog ChatGPT for people that just use it for conversation. Stuff's big and thick. Well, if I'm a VTuber, I'll have even better facial hair. Ignorance is ignorance. Truer words have never been spoken. Current live streaming, well, you know, I'm trying to blow up my YouTube account. You got to get it up. You got to get the numbers up. And the only way to get your numbers up on YouTube are to put your content out there, you know? So I'm just trying to release content people will enjoy so that they'll become a fan of my YouTube channel. And then I'll become a professional YouTuber and I'll make $1 million per day. And then I'll get so famous that someone will want to come against me. But I won't let them. That's what I say. Thank you, James. If you like what we have, if you like information, we got a podcast that's full of it. Absolutely full of it. Yeah, this is the thing I was trying to tell people though. Everyone thinks it's about politics. I'm just saying, if you're at a bar with the regulars all the time and you start running your mouth and you end up getting punched in the face because you said something wrong to some guy you barely know, what do you think is going to happen? Imagine that on a larger scale. Yeah, I mean, my neighborhood's not that horrible. I mean, they're building a new house right here. Whoa, Ghostface Killer's coming out with Supreme Clientele too. That's pretty cool. Is that Earl sweatshirt? I've seen Ghostface like twice, I think. Maybe 3 times. Oh my god, it's that same remember that unsavory character from earlier? He's hitting his own leg. Now he's talking crazy. Now he's talking crazy. I saw RZA once. I saw the Wu-Tang Clan show at a fest. It was okay, but they weren't all there, so that was a little less fun. Yeah, I don't think I will. I don't think I seemed upset about the world. There's a lot going on, so maybe he was a Charlie Kirk guy. Maybe he was a Charlie Kirk guy. Yeah, concerts got so expensive, dude. I was lucky when I was going to a lot of these shows. My friend worked at a venue, so I could just get in for free because I was selling him weed, you know? And yeah, great times. Yeah, it's bad if the first thing you ever see of someone is them bleeding out the neck, but things happen. See, they're building a whole new building here. They say it's bad, but it's like, why are they building this whole new building here? Yeah, $40. And back then, I'm sure that seemed expensive. But by today's standards, it's like you got in for a fucking discount. I remember going to see those shows back in the day. I think the cover was only like 40 or 60, maybe not even that. You used to be able to go, like, a good show, a kind of expensive one would be like 25. Fourth row for $40. Okay, that's worth it. That's worth it. We can't deny the worth of that. Jesse James, we're still streaming. We're still streaming. We're still having a good time. We're still going to the coalition meetup. My shirt's dry now, so I feel less embarrassed about going, you know. The coalition, as you weren't here earlier. It's a coalition of people who have come together in the larger Los Angeles area to put together information about what is going on in the past. Really, I was gonna say 24 hours, but really this is more like a 4 to 6 week amount of information that we had to go back and get, which is why we had to collate and form together. But basically, we have a dossier on a lot of the things that have happened. The shooter, we have their full body count. So if you're ready to, I just want to, when I get there, I'm just going to lay it all out there, because I don't have half the information on me that they have. But you're going to know the name, the gender, the nationality, the ethnicity, the what else? Height, weight. You're gonna know their eye color, and we have a list of everyone they've ever had a sexual encounter with, every single person, and we have all of that information too on all of them. Yeah, way. And we got video of some of the sexual encounters as well. No, this isn't the patsy. This is the guy who's going to get away with it forever. I don't know. I think it'll probably be around 25 more minutes. I had to wait for my shirt to dry, you know? I spilled water. I don't know if you were here earlier. I spilled water on my shirt. Oh, you're in Utah? I've never been to Utah. Kind of looked nice, the backdrop at least. You could see some, looks like there's some scenery in Utah. Prove it? That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of this. Is the coalition's going to prove it. Is it reliable? I mean, at this point, in this day and age of news and information, I think it is reliable. But at this point, we know everyone gets to pick and choose their own reality. So if you're willing to accept this, then yes, it is real. If you're willing to just stay in your own personal view of what you think happened or is going to happen or can happen, you're probably going to be really disappointed to find out what really went on, you know? It's not the deep state, man. What people consider the deep state is just the regular state. What do you think all this stuff is? What do you think all this stuff is? People are stuck on these 3-letter agencies. I'm talking 5-letter agencies minimum. Agencies that are so long, you would just be like, oh, that's not even a thing. That sounds like something from a made-up movie. Nope. Yeah. Books, 5 letters. The Bureau of Official, Obvious, Clandestine Syndrome. The 1-letter agency, but they had banned. One really blew up in their face. Someone was trying to impress a Hollywood agent. I have no opinion about Charlie Kirk. I cannot let myself have an opinion about Charlie Kirk while this is happening. I knew of him existing. I should not decipher any more than that. A lot of people get really caught up in how they feel about something, which can really, really hide their eyes from the truth, let's be honest. And most people aren't even willing to look themselves in the mirror and say that could happen to me. Because they want to believe it could never happen. They want to believe they're smart enough and can decipher it. But stuff blows my mind on the regular to the point where I now have stopped having an opinion on lots of things. What will I do with the truth? I mean, what can you do with it? No one cares about it. If me and the coalition put together an entire PDF file or whatever PowerPoint presentation about this whole thing, since it doesn't align with what they're gonna fucking say happened, who cares? Almost, you know? They're gonna label us crazy. Yeah, we could do a .zip file. But the thing is, once the truth is out there, then it's just up to people to either believe it or don't. Nothing's going to change. If you think the truth will set you free, you're wrong about that in government. Truth can't change who controls everything. And that's the saddest part about doing these dossier files, you know? Because it ultimately means nothing. Me and the coalition's hours and hours of work finding out about all these facts, really. And what do we do with it? A bunch of people call us crazy. Yeah, exactly. exactly, Uma. We were talking about that earlier. Someone was asking why the streets look bad, and I was like, well, why do you think the rich people want there to be a bad neighborhood, even though they could afford to make it not bad? Thank you, Dale. Good to see you, bruh. Glad to see you pop in. Lethargic cattle is right. Lethargic cattle is correct. Yeah, we do gotta meet the coalition. We gotta meet the coalition. All right, guys, we're coming up on the spot. Coming up on the spot. Cleverly disguised. Oh, it's just a taco stand. It's just a taco stand. All they have is consomme and barbacoa. So what is behind here? Okay, it's locked actually. Let's see. Let's go through the back entrance. Sometimes they lock that, make it seem more legit from the outside, you know? Going back entrance. Coalition. Damn. Hanging out here seems cool. Gotta go through the back entrance. We're trying to investigate, not investigate, but lay out the whole terms for what's about to happen with the dossier. And this shit is majorly clandestine, in case you didn't know. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. They would just take you off the tree and cut it down. This is where you come to get stronger. Okay, we're going through the back entrance. Cuckoo bird. Do you think I could sit down there? Do you think that's still good to sit? Yeah, people are in here trying to accuse me of profiting off someone's death. Didn't he profit off all sorts of bad stuff? Not judging the guy, just saying. Hypocritical to say I'm doing that. My feet hurt. My freaking feet hurt. There's a lot of yappy dogs back here. There's a lot of yappy dogs. It's just hard, you know, Nick. I've been getting so much flack from these haters. And they come in and they already have their preconceived notion. And when I tell them that that's not the case, they get upset. And it's like, you know, I get it. You don't always want to believe something that's not what you want to believe. And in today's society, we've learned that people will just decide to believe in anything for really no real reason, and then just live their life under a possible or true lie. So, yeah, just be prepared for that. Oh no, another barky dog. Another barky little dog. Someone said his kid was there. I don't know if that's true, though. Yeah. Sometimes you say something and then you die in a way that makes the thing you say look very dumb. This was one of those instances. This happened right after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. People came over here and destroyed this with their bare hands. Just kidding, I don't know what happened here. Oh, dude, you're a storm tracker? That shit's bad. Oh, a cat. I didn't bring my cat treats today. This cat's hunting something. It's probably a rat. I think it's going pounce mode. But here comes a dog who's gonna fuck it up. No, he's taking his dog across the street. This cat's going pounce mode. Yeah, that house is messed up. Mason Stranger. Right now we just came across a cat that's in the middle of a hunt. Nah, he's got his eye on something. I just watched him creep over here. I'm scared I'm gonna scare it off. Okay, now it at least knows I'm here. Why are all these dogs just everywhere? Everyone's yelling at each other in languages I don't speak. This lady shouldn't be walking her own dog. Jesus. It's a zoo out here. Why is everybody yelling so much over here? They're yelling in like Greek or something. And we got a French bulldog, a pug, and a little poodle over here. Oh no, this lady's gonna scare off the cat. He's meowing for me. What do you think, chat? Should I try to pet it? Should I try to pet this cat? Do not, yeah. I was thinking, I couldn't tell. That might be a go away meow. Maybe this is your cat. We've made contact. We've made contact. He seems scared, but also like he wants a pet, you know? I don't think he fully wants to come down to where I am. Someone come rescue this cat. Now it's getting scared. Don't wanna... The cat trusts me. The cat doesn't trust him. It's still meowing. Probably lives under this house. Have some cat treats at home. Sometimes when you see a cat like this though and you come back, it's not here. Pretty frequently, in fact. As an avid street cat hunter, I know this all too well. I want it to come down here, but I also don't want it to step on this rusty nail. What? Yeah, should I name this cat Charlie Kirk? Maybe I should back up and let it come to me. He seems friendly to people. I wonder if it's someone's outdoor cat or if it's a legit stray. Charlie. Yeah, man, I could take this cat. I mean, I couldn't because I don't want to take care of it or pay for it because cats are expensive. Getting a pet's too expensive. I mean, getting this cat would be free, but then, you know, you got to deal with whatever. Yeah, I don't think this is a stray cat. It's actually too clean. It's too clean and it's too friendly. He just likes to come chill by the abandoned house, like a good cat does. What does that mean? He smelled my finger and then said meow. What do we think that means? No, it's stepping on that board with a nail in it. Don't step on the nail. Don't lay on the nail. How am I bothering it? It seems like it's fine with me being here. Okay, bye. Bye. Keeps meowing at me. Very talkative. Very talkative indeed. Anyways, the coalition meeting room was locked, and I don't know.